What's good, y'all? 415 East Boston here, back with another one. Okay, we're gonna be talking about Anthony Joshua once again, but this one is not gonna be on the humorous side. We're not gonna be cracking jokes on Anthony Joshua. This one right here is just gonna be exposing Eddie Hearn as the scumbag he is. After this information that I heard, I was just heard 78 Sports TV live stream, and um, he mentioned briefly uh, about Anthony Joshua having a panic attack before entering the ring last night, and how he didn't want to go into the ring, and his father didn't want him to go into the ring, and his father and Eddie Hearn got into it. Eddie Hearn kind of forced him out there, and if that's true, Eddie Hearn is a scumbag. He's a straight scumbag for that. And the reason why I may take it more serious than some of the other guys out here, or why I just really don't find it funny or can't laugh at that aspect of it, is because, just a little background on me. I currently work in the mental health field. I work with men at a crisis unit. Men, some of them are going through depression, some are schizophrenics, uh, bipolar, some just going through a crisis in their life, ain't woman to put them out, they done lost their job, alcoholics, suffering from addiction, which all that play into mental illness, mental health. Those are the people I work directly with daily at work. And also, I'm in a graduate program. At the end of this year, I'll be finished, and by December of this year, I will be a licensed professional counselor. So with that being said, I work in the mental health field, and I'm studying in mental health, and so I understand the seriousness of it, and for Anthony Joshua to have a panic attack like that, he's going through some type of crisis in his life. And from what it sounds like to me, just guessing on the outside looking in, it goes beyond the sport. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fun and funny to say, Deontay Wilder on his mind that much that, caused this nigga to have a panic attack. He's in that much fear, but it's clearly more than that. I'm kind of all over the place because it's a lot I want to get out. Anthony, I'm pretty sure his fear, because he is scared of Deontay Wilder, his fear of Deontay Wilder played a part in it. His fear of losing, because he has spoken of a fear of losing, period, before. His fear of losing on a big stage in New York. He's in a whole other country. I'm pretty sure that played a factor in it. The fact that he had all this pressure to outdo Deontay Wilder. I'm sure that had played a part in it. But me personally, for having a panic attack before a fight, I think it goes beyond the sport. That man got some personal life issues going on. And 78 also reported the day of the fight, but before the fight, that Anthony Joshua had a sports psychologist. And now it makes sense now. And with him getting a sports psychologist before the fight, what that lets me know that this wasn't some spur of the moment. Anthony Joshua got butterflies the last second and didn't want to get his ass out there. No, this has been an ongoing thing. He's probably been trying to negotiate his way out this fight or get a way out this fight for a while now. He probably been trying to get out the sport for a while now. We don't know. And Eddie Hearn will force that man to get his ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I take it serious. What led me into the mental health field and why I work in it and study in it, is because I understand and understood that, although I'm gonna be working with people of all races and genders, and sexual orientations, so I'm not gonna discriminate against none. But what really led me into the field is I seen a lot of black people suffering from mental illness, and it would go undiagnosed. A lot of these niggas you see dancing at the bus stop, at McDonald's, trying to fight the cashiers, or the cashiers trying to fight the fucking customers, and uh, all these strange activities you be seeing from these people that we see online. We find it funny and stuff. A lot of these dudes suffering from a mental illness. you know what I'm saying, going through crisis in their life. And and they go undiagnosed, you know, we throw their ass in prison. Um, we just throw their ass on prison. And speaking of that, like I'm all over the place. This is a book I definitely recommend. The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, where she speak about how the prison system is fucked up and just throw us black folks under the bus. I do recommend this book, but that's where a lot of our people go who are suffering from mental illness. They goes untreated. They get out here and they kill folks, or they end up killing somebody, and then now we want to look at them and call them crazy or whatever, but we didn't want to help them when it was clear something was wrong with their ass early on. It was already clear. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua has been showing signs that he don't have it all. I mean, like when I say have it all, I mean like heart wise, like he's afraid. Like, you know, he didn't want to leave the UK. Now wanted to Eddie Hearn make him leave the UK and force his ass to come to America to fight. That man probably comfortable out there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Fighting in front of his people who loved him and cheered for him. And he was forced to come out here by Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, like with the belt, he was got to eventually come out here, but Anthony Joshua was probably okay with dropping the belts. I mean, if he was okay with not walking his ass to that ring last night, Anthony Joshua probably been trying to get out the game, and Eddie Hearn been in some type of way got that man as a slave, holding that man hostage. And what make it so serious is that man could have got killed last night. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua could have got killed. You know what I'm saying? If he really had a panic attack and you forced this man to get into a ring with another trained fighter who just trained specifically to whoop AJ ass, and he don't have it all at the moment, and you force that man into the ring with him, that man could have got killed. If that was Deontay Wilder in the ring, and Anthony Joshua was having a panic attack and was afraid to step in the ring, and he stepped in there with Deontay Wilder, that would have been the body Deontay Wilder was talking about. He would have killed that man. He would have killed him. Eddie Hearn the hoe. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua got some personal issues going on that he need to straighten out before he get his ass back in the ring with anybody. And that's serious. That's real talk right there. He need to straighten that out. You know, I remember some years back in 2011. I remember the time because that's when my Dallas Mavericks they won it was right when they won the championship or right before that. I know it was either during the finals or right. It was right after because it was the day before the parade. My grandmother was in the hospital, and I was scared. My anxiety was rising because at that point in my life, every old person I known that had some type of health problem went to the hospital. They ain't come out that hell. They ain't make it back. You know what I'm saying? So I feared for my granny. My anxiety got to rising. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I had a panic attack, but damn near I couldn't focus. I was like out of it. Like mentally, I was out of it. I got up one morning, 2011. I was 21. I was getting ready to go to the community college down the road. I just couldn't focus. I pulled out, made a left turn, wasn't really looking, got my ass hit. Bow. Right there for those that are familiar with Dallas, right by White Rock Lake, got hit. That's the only wreck I ever had in my life. Never had a wreck again, never had a wreck before. And that's because of my I wasn't focused on my driving. I had too much shit on my mind and I couldn't focus. That's just driving. You know what I'm saying? Imagine stepping in the ring with somebody who trained specifically to whoop your ass and you're not focused. You know what I'm saying? You could lose your life with that. And if that man said he didn't want to fight, he didn't want to, especially first of all, it wasn't last minute. If he did, he been saying this. But if he was willing to sacrifice his legacy and his ego, his pride, his brand, his money, if he was willing to sacrifice that to not walk his ass down that ring and fight, then it was serious. Whatever was going on within him was serious. You know what I'm saying? We may look at it as stupid because it's 35 million, this and that, but whatever it was that it is to him, it's fucking serious. And Eddie Hearn's a scumbag for forcing that man into the ring like that. He had no regard for that man's life. You know what I'm saying? All that money he done got off AJ back, and he didn't have not a care in the world for that man's life. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You know, so I can't even laugh at that, you know. And you know, and I ain't trying to get on her and pity everybody else and be like, leave AJ alone and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I'ma still laugh. Y'all say some funny shit, I'm still gonna laugh and shit. But me personally, like I said, just go what I just explained to y'all, my field of work, my field of study, and my career goals and plans. I just can't, you know what I'm saying? I look at it a little different than some of y'all may look at it. And you know, Eddie Hearn's a scumbag, and if that's really how it went down, he should be investigated. You know, Eddie Hearn should be investigated. He should be sued. Uh, really should be sued for attempted murder, in my opinion. Y'all may think I'm taking that too far, but I'm dead serious. Eddie Hearn should be sued for attempted murder for forcing Anthony Joshua to get into the ring and fight after he just had a panic attack and say he didn't want to. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's contract and shit. It's not possible, but you know, cold world out here, man. Cold world, and that's why these fighters and just people in general need to go to Deontay Wilder route. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody force Deontay Wilder to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no promoter. If for whatever reason he decide I don't want to fight no more, I ain't even going to the ring, he ain't got to. Can't nobody do shit about it. Yeah, other people gonna lose money, they go cry about this and that, but can't nobody make them do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Still fuck the AJ fans and all that shit, but I don't know. That's my thoughts on that aspect of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Hearn should be investigated if that's the case. I'ma holla at y'all. It was some more shit I wanted to say. Y'all know I freestyle my videos. I don't write shit down. I just heard that, hopped on camera, did my little video. If some more shit come in my head, I'm gonna come holla at y'all in a minute. I'm gonna holla at y'all.